Okay.
All right. Welcome back. This is kind of like the podcast YouTube video where Caroline and I do like 3 questions that we ask each other. We don't know what they are first, so we answer them like completely off the cuff about training, coaching, racing, anything, all things endurance sports and triathlon. I'm wearing the free sunglasses that you get with a Mission Multisport membership and a free water bottle, a t-shirt.
And the hat, right?
And the hat, yeah, that's right. This hat and that sticker that's on my saddle over there, just to show you everything you get. They're okay. They're kind of like throwaway sunglasses.
Yeah.
But they're pretty sweet.
Got the logo on the side?
Yeah, got the logo on the side.
Yeah.
So, you want to go first? You want to jump right into it?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm asking you first. Would you rather race a sprint or race an Olympic?
Ugh, sprint.
Do an Ironman or spectate an Ironman?
Do an Ironman.
Do a destination race or do a local race?
Destination.
That's fair. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate on any of those?
Yeah.
So the first was sprint or Olympic.
They're the same thing. It's the same. Sprints and Olympics are the same intensity.
Oh, but it's double as long.
Yeah, that's why I'd rather do a sprint. It's over faster. There's less room for error. Like you can't make any mistakes if you're trying to like do well in a sprint or win a sprint or place in your age group or whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah.
There's no room for error. Like you have to warm up for almost as long as the race and then pretty much drill the swim and ride as hard as you can. Like there's no point in having a watch or a power meter or anything. You just go as hard as you can. But like honestly, an Olympic is pretty much the same intensity. Like I'm not looking at my power meter for an Olympic. I'm just riding until I'm drooling.
About how long does an Olympic take you?
2-ish.
Yeah, 2-ish hours of.
You might need to like take a gel or something. An Olympic, like, don't put a water bottle on your bike. There's no point.
In an Olympic
or a sprint,
yeah.
Don't take a gel. Like, there's no point. That's not hitting you in time. And an Olympic, I'd probably take a water bottle Olympic and just load it with caffeine, and then take a gel loaded with caffeine
on the run or on the bike,
or right before the run.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if you're slower, your plan is changing, and you should hydrate and eat and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But it's still like the same thing. Like, just because your intensity gets you faster and someone else's intensity is slower, like, who cares? Like, you're still going percentage of all out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Your nutrition might have to change, though.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, a 10K is something that requires nutrition, but for almost no one, a 5K requires nutrition, like in terms of a running race.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's
no
5K plan.
Extrapolated to us.
There should be no 5K race plan.
Yeah, totally.
Run as hard as you can.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one was do an Ironman or spectate an Ironman. You said do an Ironman, right?
Yeah, spectating Ironman's hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long day also.
Yeah.
And like, obviously if I'm spectating, it's like you or my friends are doing it.
Yeah.
Or like my brother-in-law or, Brian or Rit, like somebody I care about.
Yeah.
So you're nervous for them. And at some point, your brain tricks you and you're like, you know what? Like, I could be winning this Ironman. And you couldn't be because it's so hard and like you have no idea about like how it actually feels right then to everybody. Like, it's easy to look at times and be like, I could do that, but like you can't. It's just not how it works. But yeah, at some point you want to be out there.
Yeah. And I think that as a spectator, that day takes such a weird turn where you start out the day like, man, I wish I was doing this.
Yeah.
And then like watching everybody like suffer through the run, I'm always like, thank God I'm not doing this.
Yeah. There's also, but there's something so nice about like when you're done, you're just done. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, if you spectate, like, you're tired as shit and you still gotta like wake up and train the next day.
Yeah, that's true. You still have workouts on the calendar.
So like, it's annoying, but like if you're doing it, whatever. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Who cares? Like, you just go all out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And then the last one was destination race or local, and you picked destination. You're thinking Cozumel, though, exclusively.
Cozumel. Yeah. Yeah,
Would you
not St.
consider
George.
Placid a destination or a local
No,
race?
local.
Yeah, that's
That
what I was
is
thinking.
our local Ironman.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of imagining, like Cozumel versus Placid.
Yeah. Placid is our local Ironman, for better or for worse.
But the getting there is such a hassle, and like the shipping your bike and all of those elements.
Yeah, shipping your bike's annoying.
So what if the destination part outweighs the convenience? Just like the being somewhere fun.
Well, I guess the problem is most Ironmans are destination Ironmans for anyone.
Yeah.
Like, we have like 3.
Yeah.
And I'm not counting Maryland, because like I have no desire to do that race.
Never be doing it.
So like it's drive to Placid, drive to Chattanooga, the Canada ones.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess we drove to Florida too, but that was still a destination.
That was hateful.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do Florida again.
Yeah. I think I agree with you though that the
But Cozumel's
experience of a destination race is like unmatched.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Cozumel's so fun that like we're gonna go back. You know what I mean?
But a local race, you like know a lot of people who are doing
I
it.
hate knowing people who are doing it.
Oh, see, I really like that.
No, I hate it.
I like being out on course and like in Mont Tremblant when I would like see people I knew.
Yeah, but that's like your brother. Like, yeah, of course.
But you're gonna see my brother.
I know. Well, yeah, I like that also, but like I don't want to like if Placid goes the way I want it to go, it's gonna be, Ben, Tommy, Rich, Brian in that order. Like,
Don't let Brian hear you talking about him.
yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes.
But I want to lose to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like it's pressure, right? Like all those guys are so fast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot more people who could have a better day than you, and that's like kind of not that fun.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. All right, well, that was it. Those are my 3.
those are okay.
Those were okay. I was keeping them not sciencey. You said no science.
Yeah, well, the science ones I just like to have a heads up about.
Okay.
All right. So 3 for you.
Okay.
Super shoe, yes or no? Nope.
Yes.
Swimming. Prioritize drills or sets?
Sets.
How much variation should be in your training plan?
Little.
Yeah. Super shoes.
So super shoes, you and I differ on this.
You're the queen of not using super shoes
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah, especially in training, the research is so mixed. In a race, I feel like it's 100% race in a super
Yep,
shoe.
you're losing it. Well, yeah.
There's no reason to not. Everyone else is. You should be racing in a carbon shoe. In training, I go back and forth. I think the argument around it fatiguing your legs less and you being able to have multiple workouts in a week of high quality, I totally understand, and I think that's like the biggest component to me thinking training in a super shoe is valid. But I also like, and maybe it's the high school track athlete in me, I like to put on my race shoes and have like a shoe designed for speed that like doesn't get much traction in my living life and is strictly for speed. Also, the life of super shoes is so short. If you're only going to get 200 miles, that can't be your daily shoe. I'm not burning through $300 shoes every month.
Yeah, every month, for sure.
Some people in this house are.
Yeah.
But that's not in the budget.
I think they keep your legs way more fresh.
Yeah, I think that's the argument.
And I think people would like try to say that the carbon plate can injure you. I very much don't agree with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be the case. And I haven't read anything that would say that was true.
No, it's just anecdotal. And like
Yeah.
your lower extremity injuries are improper volume and intensity management or overuse. Like almost exclusively. Or some sort of acute thing, like I fell off a curb or something.
Yeah. Stepped wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the people who don't, I think the argument are people not wearing them even in triathlons because they think, oh, I'm just like slogging along. Is it even worth having a super shoe for that? I think that's wrong. It's always worth it.
It's worth it, but like if you...
You're going to say if you walk.
Yeah, if you walk, what's it matter? Like if you're not walking 4% faster.
you're certainly not walking 4% faster, but by the same token of the like ability to recover and like less damage on your feet, wouldn't you say the same thing would hold true even if you're going slow?
Those shoes help you more the faster they go. If you're like a 9 or 10 minute mile marathoner, like you probably, I don't know, I don't want to say don't need them because like you just fit. I would say if you're of that like pace, just use the shoe that's the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Vaporfly or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't. But I think like at the slower you go, the less it aids you.
That's true too. Do you think there's any like placebo effect
Of
like wearing your super shoe? Yeah, totally.
Of course there is, yeah.
So like I think that then plays into it too. Like if you feel like you're gonna have a better race in your fastest shoe, why not do it?
Yeah. Yeah, who cares? Who cares what you... I mean, like, ultimately...
Yeah, who cares?
I don't care what anyone runs. Run whatever you want. Like, it's America. Run whatever you want. You want to ride whatever bike you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares? Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's true. That was a good one. What other questions did you have? I don't even remember.
Swimming drills versus sets.
Oh, yeah, you're going to feel more strongly about this than I do, but
I'm willing to offend people on this one.
I'm willing to burn bridges.
Well, stupid.
I don't feel so strongly, but I think that you're going to become a better swimmer the more you swim. Yeah. Not the more you, like, putz around dragging your fingertips through the water.
Correct. If you do drills, you get good at doing drills.
Yeah. In the same way that, like, if you run on the treadmill, you're good at running on the treadmill, and if you ride your bike on erg mode, you're good at riding your bike on erg mode.
Yeah, you're not good at riding a bike, though.
Yeah, you're not good at riding a bike.
Yeah.
You have to, the more you do anything, the more, if you do sets of 400s, you're going to be really good at swimming 400s.
Yeah.
And that's a more replicable thing in a race than fingertip drills.
Yeah. You can't, if you didn't swim as a kid, like if you're an adult on-set swimmer,
onset,
like you don't have the decades to put in to swimming.
Yeah.
And you're probably swimming like 3 days a week, which is fine, but like why are you wasting any length in the pool on a drill?
Yeah.
Like the only reason you and I even kick is to freshen up our legs.
Yeah, to give me a break from swimming.
Yeah, to warm up. Like
my eyes hurt from my goggles.
Yeah.
They're already filling with water.
Yeah. Or we'll pull just to work on, pulling.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or like our rotation.
And like getting stronger.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really give people drills.
Yeah,
I actually almost never give people drills.
I've never had a drill from you.
Yeah. And if you want to, that's fine. But like one of my athletes is doing a Tuesday master swim where he swims and they only focus on form and drills. I didn't replace one of his swims with that swim.
Oh, it was additional.
It was just additional.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because they're swimming like 1,700 yards. So like it's not long. But I mean, yeah, and if you learn form cues, that's great. But sets will make you faster.
Oh, totally.
I feel like I asked myself that question instead of asking you.
Well, you knew what my answer would be. It's the same as yours. I don't have the passion.
Yeah.
Okay, then what was your last one?
How much variation should be in your training plan?
I actually don't know which of us feels more strongly about this. I could do the same 6 workouts every week.
Yeah, you should.
And never be bothered or bored. I think I need like one day for some kind of like doing something interesting, but I could do the exact same workouts all the time and I wouldn't care. You are the same way though. You like the same workouts, but I feel like it's the easiest way to see that you're progressing too.
Well, it's how you get good at anything.
Yeah.
Like it's just the routine, right? Like
Yeah.
you just know what the routine is.
Totally.
You make the routine attainable and you just replicate.
Yeah.
And literally just check those boxes every day, every week, every month, every year.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
Right? Like you shouldn't wait for your like plan to get unhid from your coach and be like, I wonder what's coming.
Yeah, what I'm doing tomorrow.
Like you should know, like it should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, 100%.
That you know what's coming if you actually like know who you're working with and they actually like care about you and like know you as an athlete.
And
like
maybe
what are you doing tomorrow?
An easy one.
Yeah. For how long?
An hour.
Yeah. It's Monday. Are you sleeping in?
I can if I want to, but I have to go to work.
Yeah, but like you know what you're doing. What are you doing Tuesday?
I'm waking up early to swim, and then I'm doing some kind of faster run in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's so important for building habits. Like that
course
Power
it
of
is.
Habit book I had read, they were talking about how much easier it is to get in a pattern of doing anything when it's consistent week over week, at least in structure. Because then you can say, okay, well, again, as long as your like other things in your life are consistent. But like, again, I have a normal 5-day-a-week job. So I know every day I work until 5-ish. And I can make time before or after on specific days. And I know what days I go in person or what days I have meetings and can kind of plan around those things. And it makes it easier to be like, well, I know every Tuesday I wake up early, and I know every whatever Thursday and Friday I swim at EMAC.
Yeah.
And like that makes it easier to like keep it consistent and to make sure you're doing it, because it's like just second nature that this is the thing you do every day.
Yeah, it comes down to like not missing those opportunities to train. Mm-hmm. Like everyone has training opportunities, and like when you get it, you have to take it.
Yeah.
Right? Because like if you have a day off, take the opportunity.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's a good point too.
Like Steve has some off days this week, so he's going to do like a 4-hour ride.
Maybe I should be doing a 4-hour ride.
You already have.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did do a 4-hour ride. That's true.
He asked me. This is a little off topic, kind of applicable. They're like, he asked
The
me
people will care.
like a month ago. He's like, he's like, is it too early to be doing like a 4-hour ride when we rode like 3 hours together?
Oh yeah.
I was like, no. Why would it be too early to get in shape, dude?
That's true. Now I know what one of my next questions is going to be for you.
Is it too early to work hard?
Yes.
I know, people have this idea you need to like ramp and like peak to this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you have to like peak.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure.
really, it's just like doing the consistent volume. Like nobody fast is doing these things anymore where they go from 15 hours to 25 hours. They're just doing 18 constantly.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just good quality work over and over and over and over and over. Instead of like ramping up 1 week deload with like an insane 40% reduction of volume or something stupid. Like,
Oh yeah, that's crazy,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Even the cutback weeks, I used to think were so helpful. Now I feel like it just gets you out of that rhythm. And like,
Yeah, like, why
you
lose
were in a good
fitness?
pattern of like working out 6 days a week, 7 days a week, and now you're off of it because you had this random rest week that you
Yeah.
didn't really need. You weren't
Yeah.
feeling fatigued, and now you feel flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really part of the system.
Yeah, not part of the system. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah. So we'll be doing these more often. And then like Spencer will be doing like a longer form like interview type thing with members and like people who like, you know, have good races or just survive races or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the format we'll be moving to on the YouTube channel. You know, like it is kind of important to be like, this is just like our opinion.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, unless I coach you, I don't really
do what you
care.
want.
I don't really care what you do. Like, do what you want. Do what you think works for you.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy. And
we're
if you
always
disagree,
open,
I
yeah.
also don't really care either. Like, I'm happy to disagree with anybody about training methodologies or like
totally.
what you think is important or not important.
That's what the comments are for.
There are a couple like objective truths that I think are objective truths that I'll always stand behind, but
You'll be fighting people in the comments.
fine. If I rating what the 5 people who watch, yeah.
For now,
Yeah.
you never know what could happen.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
We'll see you later.